Let's derive the input-output voltage relationship of a boost converter. So we need to identify the input voltage, which we already have provided here as Vs, as well as the output voltage, which we'll call Vo. Keep in mind that it is across the load resistor here, which is in parallel with the capacitor, so it's also equivalent over here as well. So this circuit operates within period of time t, which the circuit will have the switch be opened and closed, each with their own respective circuits, which first we will call closed for dt, where d is the duty cycle. So if it's 0.2, it would be 20% of the period. So when it's closed, let's redraw the voltage source, the inductor, and now we know that the switch is closed as defined by up there. When it's closed, we can tell that the voltage will go immediately from the source back in through the inductor and back to the negative terminal. So from that, we know that the diode will be off because there's no positive bias against it. We can still draw the capacitor and resistor though. This will still be output voltage. So we know that under AC conditions, there will be a voltage across the inductor, which we'll call VL, equivalently up here as well. And doing simple KVL, we can define that starting from this point here, we'll call this loop 1. For loop 1, we have negative Vs plus VL equals 0. I like to keep things in terms of inductor voltage, so we can just set VL equal to positive Vs, and that is our first equation. Now for the rest of the circuit operation time, we'll call that open for 1 minus d times t. And as I said, if we assume that d was, let's say, 20% or 0.2, 1 minus d would be 1 minus 0.2, which is 0.8. So the effective remainder of the period cycle. Let's redraw our circuit. But now keep in mind that the switch is open. If it's open here, we know that there will be a positive bias against the diode, which will cause it to short. And again, we have our capacitor and resistor. So we can do KVL once more, except now within this entire circuit portion, which we'll call equation 2. And for equation 2, starting from this negative point of Vs, we have minus Vs plus VL. And again, this is still Vo because these are in parallel, plus Vo equals 0. Keeping it in terms of VL, we get VL equals Vs minus Vo. Given the property that the average inductor voltage will be 0 volts, which we'll call VL average equals 0 volts, we can equivalently state that the operation of this circuit over the closed and open periods will also equal 0. Thus, VL, we'll say closed for CL, plus VL open should also equal 0. We must keep in mind, though, that we have to multiply by their respective duty cycles. What we said for the closed loop voltage of the inductor was Vs, which I'll put in brackets, times dt for that period, plus VL open, which we said was the second KVL, which is Vs minus Vo, times now 1 minus dt equals 0. To make our job easier, we can divide everything by t, since now we know that the period is independent of the voltage relationship. This gives us dVs plus, now we're distributing here, Vs minus dVs minus Vo plus dVo, since it's a double negative, equals 0. We can see here dVs and negative dVs will cancel out, which gives us Vs minus Vo plus dVo. Keeping Vo on one side and Vs on the other, that leaves us with negative Vo plus dVo equals negative Vs. And we can multiply everything by -1 so that we have one less negative term, which leaves us with VO minus dVO equals Vs. We can factor out a 1 minus d to keep it only in terms of VO. So 1 minus d times VO equals Vs. And our last step is dividing by 1 minus d to give us our final answer, or relationship, of VO equals Vs over 1 minus d. And as you know, this is the correct equation for a boost converter. I hope this video helped. If it did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.